Hello, 8th grade advanced math students. This is Miss Richardson coming to you from a very wonderful brand new week. The very last week, the beginning of October, the last week of September, and the year is just flying by. It's already fall. It's going to be Thanksgiving and then Christmas before we know it, and then goodbye 2020. I don't think anyone's going to be sad to see you go. All right, guys, so let's look and see what's coming up this week. Let me share my screen with you. All right, so for 8th grade advanced math, it is the week of September 28th through October 2nd. So the first thing I want you to be aware of is this important message at the top of the screen. It's almost report card time. All makeup work for the first 9 weeks of school is due by October 5th. So if you have been keeping up with your assignments, then this sentence means nothing to you. You don't have any makeup work. Good for you. That's where I would like for all of you to be. Please get your work done in and get it in on time, please. However, if you do have a 0 on an assignment, that's the window's already closed and the assignment's locked, you'll have to send me a message for me to unlock it for you. So make sure you don't have a single 0. Zeros are devastating to grade point averages. So yeah, 50 is a lot better than a 0. So make sure you don't have any zeros going into report card time. So on last Friday, you guys started looking at some rules for exponents, see how exponents work. So today, the 28th, you're going to continue with that sort of lesson. You're going to look at exponent rules part 2. Then tomorrow on Tuesday the 29th, you have your mid-module check. So that's like a quiz. It's worth more points than the formative assessments. On Wednesday, you're going to be looking at square roots and cubed roots, so perfect squares and perfect cubes. On Thursday, you're going to be starting to investigate scientific notation. And then on Friday, I've just given you a exponent review. So I've given you some problems to do. Basically, at the top of the page, there's a joke. And as you figure out the answers to the problems, you're going to be filling in with letters and you'll be figuring out what the punchline of the joke is. So our Zoom meeting this week is on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. So please join me. You have a challenging week ahead. So a lot of stuff to look at for you this week. All right, so like I said, here is your exponent rules, and then you're going to be answering questions over those exponents. So I clicked on our lesson. So we're talking about really large and really small numbers this week. So if we're talking about exponents and we're talking about scientific notation, we're representing very big or very small numbers. So at the end of this very first lesson for today, you want to make sure you can use negative exponents, power to a power, and you can simplify powers. You can create equivalent expressions using properties of exponents. So these are rules that won't ever change. So if you memorize them now, it'll help you as you go forward. So you'll be using exponents and operations with exponents through high school and college. So when you see this problem right here, 4 raised to the power of 3 divided by 4 raised to the power of 5, if you remember, oh, that means I have to subtract the exponents, and you get 4 to the negative second, and then you remember, oh, negative seconds means that now I have a fraction. So it's going to be 1 over 4 to the second. Once you memorize those, then as you're working through these problems, it'll be easier for you than if you have to sit there and think about it. So try to memorize these rules as you go through, okay? To help you out with that a little bit, I did find a good video that talks about the rules of exponents. So underneath the formative assessment, here you go. If you click right there where it says exponents rules video, it'll open a new page for you. And you know, it's not the most exciting video. It's a math video. It's not gonna tickle your tummy, but he gives some good problems. He shows how to solve them, and hopefully not only did you read and practice some problems, but then you watched a video, so hopefully you can memorize those exponent rules. Like I said, it will help you later on down the road. All right, and then you are looking at perfect squares and perfect square cube roots, square roots and cube roots, and perfect squares and perfect cubes and all that stuff. And then Thursday, like I said, you'll be working with scientific notation. Anyone who has not had your picture made, please go to the gym now. Staff members, please have yours made, so it'll be in the yearbook. All right, so then here's also another video about scientific notation. Of course, that's how we would write very large and very small numbers. For example, Bill Gates' bank account balance, very, very large number. It would be easier to write that huge number with scientific notation than with all those zeros. So you do need to be able to read scientific notation and know what it means when you see scientific notation with a negative number as an exponent. All right, so if you noticed, and then on Friday, here is our exponent review. Let's open this. So it is a PDF. Someone's calling me. Ms. Richardson. Hey. I sure will. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. No problem. All right. Bye. You never know what's going to happen. All right. So anyway, let me finish this up. Someone needs me. So if you have printing capabilities, I hope you do. You are going to print this PDF. If you don't have printing capabilities, you need to write down these problems. So let's say number 1a, I have n to the second times n to the third. So now you know that when you multiply two numbers that have the same base, you add their exponents. So letter 1a equals n to the fifth, right? So letter T. So number 1, oh, so basically there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 answers over here, and there's 4 problems. So you're going to mark off into the fifth, you're gonna mark off the T. And so by the time you're done with this box, you're gonna have 1 extra letter over here that you did not use. So let's say you didn't use the letter J. None of these answers was into the 11th, although letter B is into the 11th, so that's not going to be the right answer. However, so then if you have J left over up here in box number 1, that's where you put your J. And so by the time you're done with this, you will have answered this or figured out the punchline to this joke, why isn't a snowman very funny? And when you figure it out, you're going to think it's so, so, so hilarious. Or maybe not, but still, it's fun. It's fun. All right, so I need to run over and help Coach England, but I was pretty much done anyway. Make sure you guys join me for our Zoom meeting Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock. I look forward to seeing you all at that time. If you need me before then, please let me know. Reach out to me, and I will get back in touch with you. Everybody have a great day. Bye-bye.